Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to go over my July empties and declutters, and I have some different piles here, so let's just get started right away. We're going to start with my miscellaneous pile. The first thing I actually don't have it with me. I used up 2 gift cards that I had, so I am trying to use up all the gift cards that I have so they're not just sitting there collecting dust, so I did that. I also am decluttering this dress. It's like black slip dress. I bought it last year and I wore it once in the whole year, so this is just not something that I am going to wear, and I think it falls into like that fantasy self category, and I just don't see myself wearing this. I'm going to declutter it and somebody else will love it. Then I think pretty much everything else is empties. There's a few other declutters on as we go, but I'm going to just continue going by category. So continuing in my miscellaneous category, I have these Honey Pot cucumber aloe wipes. These are ones that I always keep around, use them for a variety of things, so I really enjoy having these around, and this is something that I have continued to repurchase. Something else that I used up is this Sunshine and Lemons antibacterial hand spray. This is something I've had for quite a long time, and I finally used it up, so I can now declutter that or get rid of the empty packaging. And then my miscellaneous category is actually something off of my plan to pan for this year, and it is this little perfume, this little robot guy perfume. It is the scent of the perfume is Phantom. I think it's like Rebane or something is the brand, but I wanted to use this up because I have a lot of little tiny perfume samples, so using this one up. Let's move on to my office category. The first empty that I have in my office category is glue tape. I bought a big pack of glue tape. I use this in my bullet journal. I use it for scrapbooking, so I used up one of these. I don't need to buy some more for a while. And then the other thing that I used up is a bunch of stickers. So I've really been trying to use these stickers that I have in my collection and use them throughout my journals and scrapbooking, and really downsize that collection by utilizing them instead of just hanging out in all of my different organizational pieces. So that's everything from my office category. Let's go on to hair. The first thing is actually a declutter. It is this hair tie. As you can see, it like came apart here, and so the elastic piece is showing, and I don't feel like fixing it. I have plenty of hair ties. I just bought some new ones because my ones, this one is an older one, and a bunch of those are starting to stretch out, so I'm going to declutter that. And then I do have some empties. I have the Matrix Insecure shampoo and conditioner. I already repurchased a different shampoo and conditioner, the Living Proof one, so I have finished these up and I can now get rid of the packaging. And then my last category is makeup, and I actually have a couple of exciting things. So let's start with a declutter. The first thing I'm decluttering is this eyelash curler. It is disgusting. It has been sitting in a drawer for 3 years now because I have not used it, but I've had this eyelash curler since I was like 13, so it is time for this nasty eyelash curler to be decluttered. Then I used up the NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum and Primer. This is something I got as a free sample. I just don't really see having a primer in my makeup routine right now. I don't need it. I don't really use it. This was like an extra step that I really wasn't interested in, so I am not going to be purchasing this for the time being. There might be a time where primer comes back into my rotation, and with the eyelash curler, obviously I haven't used it in 3 years. I don't feel the need for one right now, but I would repurchase in the future if I felt like that was something I needed. I also used up my mini Tatcha the water cream. This was one I bought as a little mini tester pack because I was trying to find a new moisturizer. I actually bought the purple one of the Tatcha in the full size, so I'm going to be moving on to that. I have a couple other like moisturizer-ish type products that I'm trying to use up first before I open that one up. So I already repurchased a moisturizer, so I don't need to repurchase that. And then the last two things are also things off of my plant pan, and the first one I have here is this NYX suede, I forget what it is, matte something lip liner, and it is to the point where I can't sharpen it anymore. I've used it up as much as I can. This was in the color Moonwalk. I have plenty of other lip liners. I just did a lip liner purchase, was it last year or this year? I can't remember when, because I was getting down there and I wanted to get the colors in my collection that I wanted and was missing. So I am decluttering this, but I don't need to repurchase anything, or I finished this up to the best of my ability, and I will not be repurchasing any more lip liners anytime soon. And then the last thing that has been on my plant pan, I think for the last 2 or 3 years, is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. Now I have had this for a very long time, and it's in the color Believe. I am calling this empty because in order to get a full, like evenly covered lip, it takes like 4 dips in here, like really scrapey on the edges. So I'm calling this empty. I have used it up and I'm very excited about this. Like I said, this is something I've had for a very long time. It still performed really well. It still smelled fine. I still felt comfortable using it. But this is not me anymore. When I bought it, I was really into dark, bold colors, but it's not where I am in life anymore. And yeah, this served me really well for a long time, and I'm so glad that I finally got to use it up. So that is everything for my July empties and declutters. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.